Barakah, Halayimullah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, K'nai, and this will be titled, Look at Them and Look at Us. Okay? And what I'm asking you to look at is the difference in behavior. All right? What you're looking at is a screenshot of my YouTube timeline. Okay? This is also meant to be called Check the Timeline. All right? So when you go on YouTube, obviously you have an algorithm sent to you. All right? Some of the that you chose, you have your desired information, then you have information that they post up. Now, I have my own channel set up dedicated to Canaan Cry Out Loud, but I normally go on my son's time on his channel to preview news and even the Akims because he has the premium YouTube, so no commercials to interrupt. All right, so this is my son's page, and it's going to come with a lot more folly than mine, okay? But however, so you're looking at a picture here of a reporter, doing this reporting on the world situation right now, what's going on, the events taking place in the world. This says global order is unraveling as U.S. And of course, this is a screenshot, so I can't continue. What do you got right underneath today? OJ. Look at his face expression. Look at his goddamn face expression. This is what I'm tired of. Blow it up. Worried about Kevin Durant and the Suns. And this is his content. And this is our people. This is their content. While the world is going down in flames and World War III is at hand, taking place, the MOTB is right in clear vision sight, about to be made mandatory. Pestilence, everything you can name that Yahweh Bashmiel Shai literally told us will be taking place in these last times when he spoke to the disciples in Matthew 24 is happening. Okay, we've already been given the commandment that Yasharallah, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics, the men, we were set up to be watchmen. Okay, the women are supposed to be children, teachers to the children. Okay, and learn in silence, not so much opinion, and definitely not trying to teach. Okay, however, this is what we have going on in our nation amongst our people. All right. So once again, this is look at them, look at the top, look at their discussion. It was what they're informing, and then look at the bottom and look what Jake's frustrated and worried about the condition of the sons. Okay. And we're going to go further more in this. All right. This is going to be a quick hit. I pray that it's edifying. Look at them, meaning the wicked, meaning these nations. Look at us, meaning Yasharallah, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. And this is literally going into where is your attention? That's the focus of this. What is your attention focused on right now? All right, let's get it. Isaiah 1:1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. That's northern and southern tribes. Okay, all 12 in the days of Oz, Jotham, Oz, and Hezekiah, king of Judah. Okay, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh Bashmiel Shai has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, no other people. Okay, the speckled birds still come back directly to your father's lineage. Okay, the seed. All right, and they have rebelled against me. That's exactly what we're known for. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. So two docile animals that are very common, have understanding and wisdom of direction and sense. Okay, my people doth not consider, So basically, the Lord said the ox and the ass has more intelligence, even though they're docile, to follow instructions than Yasharala. Okay? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, we lack wisdom in direction, okay, in instruction. Verse 4, a sinful nation, a people ladding. Ladding means smeared on, thickened, okay? If you Latin grease on some type of machinery, you'll clog it up, all right? With iniquity. What's iniquity? Already multiply sins. So I'm saying this again. If you Latin iniquity means multiply. So now you're taking that sin to the power. Now you're doing algebra with sin. Okay? It's no longer 3 plus 3. 3 times 3 is 3 to the third power, which is a greater number, okay, of sin. All right? A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh Bashim Shai. They have provoked the Holy One of Yasharallah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, into anger. They are gone all the way backwards, okay? Backward. Why shall ye be stricken anymore? Why should you be chastised more and more? You're not getting it. You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, okay? The whole heart faint. What is your heart? Your life, your mind, okay? Now I'm going to go down to verse 9. Except Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts. What's hosts? The armies of hosts. That's the warning right there. The armies, the angels coming with Yahweh Shai had left unto us a very small remnant. What's that remnant? The 1/3, starting with the 144,000, the election, okay, in the 1/3 of our nation. We should have been as Sodom, okay, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. What happened with Sodom and Gomorrah? They had this wicked mentality of living, that ABC lifestyle. The Lord made them an example and rained fire upon them, which is equivalent to nuclear fire. Okay, the proof is there to this day. The ashes, the radiation left over is inhabitable. Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Shai made Sodom and Gomorrah an example for our people not to live by that measurement. But we have, okay, matter of fact, we have surpassed that lifestyle. That's why this time he's going to put a complete end to it, okay? No more just examples, all right? This is the book of Amos 3:1. All right, what does it say? All the tribes are guilty. All the tribes are guilty. Hear this word that Yahweh Bashim Shai has spoken against you, O children of Yasharallah, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt. Now, Egypt today is spiritual Egypt, United Snakes of America, which is also likened to Sodom and Gomorrah, which is also likened to Babylon and Nineveh. Okay, all of these places wrapped up in this one wicked place over here, known as the gumbo, the melting pot. Okay? Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Now there's 18 families on earth, and he chose one, Yasharallah. Okay? Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. There it goes again. He's making it clear. This multiplication of sins that we continue to commit without repenting, without giving heed to the law, statutes, and commandments which was given to our people to make us holy, meaning separate. Okay? Can two walk together except they be agreed? No, because once again, I just told you the definition of holy is to be separate. And that's what he intended for our nation. He gave us rules, statutes to live by to separate us from the rest of these heathens, the 17 nations. All right. Now, verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? What's that trumpet? The men on the highways and the byways sighing, raising their voice up like thunder, not using microphones, but using the God-given voice that he gave us, the sign cry, the man doing these electronic epistles, okay, putting them out daily, giving you no rest, giving you warning, okay, of what's to come. But are the people afraid? No. The people go on living about day to day as the scripture said they was, still living a YOLO, living a best life, okay, even though there is no such thing as YOLO. It's reincarnation. To your third to fourth generation, you come back and you're judged in the mannerism of how you lived before. You come back to your lot, okay? Sure, there'll be evil, bad times in the city. Now, are there not bad times today here in 2025? Are you not seeing the bad times going on, starting with here in spiritual Babylon and wherever you at around the world? It's not good for Jacob at all. Okay, they're squeezing the grip on Jacob, and they're letting it be known how they feel about you, so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, in plain sight. Okay, they got the laws, the draconian laws set against us. They got the will of their own mind to take it out on us. Okay, non-officials is out here trying to run us out, tell us what to do, tell us how to be. You know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has roused up that spirit in Edom. Okay, to go all out. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has not done it. I'm going to need to read this again because this is major. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city? That's giving warning, right? The alarm system goes off. You get alerted. Okay, well, the alarm happens to be the man that signed cry for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, and the people not be afraid. Shall there be evil, bad times in the city, and Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, have not done it. Not Satan. Satan's never been an adversary to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. He is an angel working the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua's left hand. Okay, he's been set up to do this job. Read the book of Job. All right. Surely Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So we're the mouthpiece. He don't have to open up the sky and tell his children to stop. He set up prophets, just like the example of Lazarus and what people consider the hell doctrine, where it tells you from the beginning of the story it's a parable. But back to that story, that rich man who actually is a symbol of the elite, the wicked, like starting with the Rothschilds, he said, can I give warning to my family? And Lazarus said, no, they have warning. If they're not going to listen to the prophets, they're not going to listen to your dead ass coming back. This ain't no Ebenezer Scrooge movie, okay? And that's basically where they got the concept for that from. I know it, okay? So here's a little example of why I made this. Look at them and look at us. Pay attention to this. This is simple work. Fair use, copyright. I don't even know if I need it because nobody's saying anything, but just to be on the careful side. 107, fair use, copyright. I'm not selling any product. This is strictly for educational purposes. Now, there is no value. This is just me scrolling through the timeline. Pay attention to what you're going to see here. Okay, I started off. Is China PLA war ready? News, U.S. So there you go right there. We popping it off already. Salakia. There we go. You got the elder from North Carolina. You know that's edifying. And remember, this is just me scrolling through the timeline. There you go. That's what got helped motivate me along with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So we've seen news, we've seen prophecy. Then here goes this guy right here. Look at him. Look at his face expression. You would think something important is about to come out of his mouth. The Kevin Durant era Phoenix is over. But look how stressed and how serious this is going through his face. Now look what you got. Drake. Look who's making that video. Another Jake. Drake's album is better than you think. Then you keep scrolling down. What do you got? European leaders hold emergency summit. European leaders hold emergency summit. See, once again, we're in the midst of wars and rumors of wars, okay? And we ain't talking about playoff wars, okay? Trump is destroying the red states. Okay? Look at this. More folly from a Jake. Look at that. This Jake be everywhere, man, on they content. Look at this. We ain't done. Mace goes off on Paul George. All Jakes. Informing you of nothing important. You ain't heard now one damn thing important come out these men's mouth of value, of guidance, okay? Hey, Elder Manata Zakbai is an Israelite. He ain't no so-called black. He ain't no so-called nigga. He's an Israelite, okay? So far, he's the only so-called African American, you want to call it, that came with anything informing on this timeline so far. Look at the soldier. Now look at that. Oh, Salaki, I got to go back to that. We're going to go back to that. I want you to see that. So you got to Paul George. Mace is going off on Paul George. Now pay attention real quick. Right here. Let me pause it. What does that say? Shit's getting real. Do you see any Jakes on this video? Okay. This is the content that I wanted to bring out, all right? Because this is a serious problem with amongst our people. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, 24. Because I have called, didn't he just said that he wouldn't do nothing in the book of Amos, but he revealeth his secrets to the prophets? Are they not out on the highways and byways? Are we not making these videos, these lessons to give warning, to get the blood off our hands? Okay? Which was a commandment by Yahweh Shema Shai. This wasn't set up out of fun. We're not Bible gang banging thumpers, okay? Hitting the highways and the byways to bang this Bible. No, this is a commandment set up from Yahweh Shema Shai, and we're being obedient, okay? Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarding. How did that happen? Once again, all you people who ignore this, who we downtown and you want to walk right past, you want to stick your nose up. You're on the internet and you see these lessons and you want to scroll to it maybe later. You may even put it in your save index, but you're not going to get around to watching it. Then when it's too late, you're going to want that information and it's not going to be there. You're going to want to hit the highways and byways on the mission to go get taught, and they won't be there. That's called the famine of the word. Okay? But ye have set at nigh all my counsel, no regard, and with none of my reproof, because you hate to be told that Jacob is living wrong. This is not YOLO. This ain't do what you like. We are not Alex Crowley grandchildren. Do as thy will. That's for the heathens, starting with Edom. Okay? That's not our play. That's not our plot. The law, statutes, and commandments was not set up for you to say, do what you want to do. I can't tell you if you wanted to. All right? For real. And what else? Do what you like. Jay-Z got one of you could do what you want to do, be what you want to be. All of that shit's false. That's false, false sense of living, okay? But ye have set at nigh all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Here we go. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Okay, and that fear is coming. Read the book of Jeremiah 30, starting at verse 6. We're talking about, have you seen a pregnant man? No. Then why are men holding their groin? Okay, as a woman in travail, will all faces turn to pale. All right, so he promised that, and this is another promise. Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And he's going to do that through the same prophets that gave you warning. It's going to be our turn to mock righteously, okay? Because we've done our job. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind hitting you from all different directions, okay? When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. I broke that down. But I will not answer. Too little, too late. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Once again, if you're paying attention right now, the laws are going out to stop the so-called freedom of speech. whatever amendment, First Amendment, whatever amendment it is, they're taking it straight up off the books. They're applying measurements to anti this, don't say this, don't tell the truth about how they're wicked in the pharmakia. Don't talk about these ish people that ain't even the Lord's people at all. They're setting up the guidelines right now to take it down. Then you got to deal with them EMPs, electronic magnetic pulses that they always tell us that can go off at any time, whether it be the sun or China or Russia. They're going to shut it down when they want to. They're going to hit the switch, and when the internet comes back up, it's never going to be the same. It's not going to have the open information. It's not going to have the everybody's opinion coming out, okay? They're going hard against that right now through legislation, through that draconian talk, all right? Not only that, we're not going to be on the highways and byways. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to put it in the hearts of the apostles to tell the elders and the Akim to shut it down. And anybody like-minded is going to be smart enough to do that too, okay? For that they hated knowledge. And all this time that you have to gather this wisdom and you keep ignoring it. I was talking to my son earlier and he said that he feels empty. He said that he feels like he's not doing something right. And we've had this conversation. I keep telling him, I can only bring you back to the truth. Turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and repent. I don't have any other advice for you, because if I did, then I would be sinning. I'll be lying. There is no other way. You can only enter through the straight gate. Okay, and even if you're dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, prepare yourself for temptations. But at least you're knowing you're going through it in the righteous way. You're not alone, okay? And did not choose the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's how you love the Lord. It starts off with fearing him, regarding him, not thinking that it's your world to do what you want to, okay? Now back to the action. I got another one for you. Remember, look at them. What are they informing the people? And then look at us. What are our people still caught up in their minds, wrapped around? Rappers, Kendrick Lamar, beef, big meat, whatever that said. I get so tired of hearing this shit, man. This bullshit. Paul George, is he good enough to be? Who gives a fuck at this point? Who gives a fuck? None of this is covering your ass. None of this is going to lead you to that mark of exemption, to the why. All right, here goes another one for you. You see that? Hey, Edom giving you more truth. Outside, listen. Outside, the prophets, the true prophets, not the false ones that play around because they 501c3 purse takers, still might as well still be in a whorehouse, putting on garments, parading to be Yasharallah, but still in that Christianity wicked mentality. Not them. Starting with the true prophets, the apostles of Great Millstone, the elders of Great Millstone, the Akim, like-minded men, groups such as men of valors. I pray that I'll be a like-minded mind. We're giving truth, all right? Outside that, you got to go to Edom, because nothing in between is covering what's going on, okay? Not basically our people are not. I can't speak for the other nations, but our people are not disclosing this truth. And it's funny, you hear more women, Eve, who don't even have the platform because the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai didn't give it to them. They're more concerned than the men who are supposed to be out here sighing and crying. Okay, look at this. Watch this. So once Scott Ritter reveals Ukraine's real. Okay, Russia rewrites Europe's map. Ukraine lost. Okay, so you see that? What's right under here? Jordan Poole is getting his revenge. Who do you think made that video? A J. Look at that. We got them out. We got them on the run. Talking about the Ish people. And this right here, I wish I never seen Captain America. That's the only folly I seen the Edomite on this timeline. And that's them. There's some racist shit, because you got a Jake, I guess, playing the guy. Once again, here go Jake, Gilbert Arenas, worried about some folly. Look at that. While the whole time Edom's giving you, look at this. Look at that, man. You can't look at this. We just embedded in folly, man. And if you don't think there's a price for this, if you don't think that the Lord is not going to punish you, Jake, for having this mentality, especially right now at the end, he's told us through all these scriptures, he's given us warning. He set up our men, his men, to warn you, and they've done the job. It's almost over, okay? This is the book of Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, over here in spiritual Babylon, starting off with, okay, the main decision, the main judgment spot, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off. 2 parts of what? 3. 2 parts of 3 shall be cut off therein. Shall be cut off and die, not be forgiven, not be chastised, die. But the third shall be left therein. You can't hear it enough. Draw you a peace sign, take a marker, color out 2 proportions and stare at it and dwell on it and let it set in. That's how many people of our nation ain't going to receive salvation on this side. They're going to get chastised and judged right with the 17 nations, okay? I'm going to read that again, Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, okay? And I will bring the third part through the fire, which he is doing right now. It's called adversity, okay? He's teaching us to be the man that he set us up to be. Okay, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. Okay, once again, that's the refinery process. He's purging us from our impurities. Okay, they shall call on my name, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. Okay, starting with the election on this side. All right, the 144,000 and the 1/3, and they shall say, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is my Allah, my power, my Abba, my Father. All right? Okay? And during this time, what's going to happen? Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, destruction, chaos to the inhabitations of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, who is the devil, Edom, okay, straight to the point, has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, okay? And why does he know of that? Because right here, let me get it. Here we go. 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first? What's that first? That world. The whole world? No. The kingdom, the eon, okay? His kingdom. This last present wicked kingdom that belongs to Edom. Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth. So that tells you right there, the earth is not going to explode off of these off of these ICBMs. It's going to get shooken up. And, we still going to have people here that have to go into slavery first. Okay, so the whole world is not going to just be deleted. Okay, you got your election that's going to be saved, and you got the elect of the wicked that have to go first round into their captivity. Okay. Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, okay, Abraham, Isaac, the fathers, not the mother, the fathers. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, the twin brothers, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. What did that go into? They was UFC fighting inside of Rebecca. She was in hella pain. She went to inquire of the angels, and Yahweh Bashim Shai told her two different manner of men are in your belly. Two different nations. You got people to this day that claim that they Yasharala and can't understand that. They can't put it together. No, that can't happen. You got hella examples of so-called African Americans having these kids that look like Esau, Edom, strictly out of they self. Not even just from mixed couples, but two dark parents having a child that looks this color. It can take place. How Basim Yahushua has proved it. But regardless of that, if you don't believe it, whether you hear it from bear, this is what the truth is, okay? So I'm going to read this again. 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, because Esau came out first. Now, on the spiritual level, what does that mean? Esau has this kingdom, the last wicked kingdom, and Jacob is the next that follow. He has next, not Moab, not another tribe of Edom, not Ishmael, you name it, okay? Ammon, none of them. It belongs to Jacob. And the way the Lord set it up is you can't see Jacob coming because we don't have the military. We're not sitting in the economic form, world economic form, what I know is the world evil form with three-piece suits on dictating what's going to happen. We're not setting up the MOTB, all right? We look like we're at the bottom now. That's why Yahweh Shai is coming with the host. He's the army. They can't be defeated, okay? For Esau is the end of the world. Well, that says the end of the world, the end of the eon, his rulership, his kingdom. And Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. Okay, so right here, when you read this in Revelations 12 and 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitations of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, Edom, has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, so we're living in this time right now. The Wadi Yahweh Basim Yahushua. All right. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Who? His people. Not just random chosen people. His seed, his lineage, who he's back through this whole Bible. Amos, we read, out of all the families of the earth, you only have I known. So that's who my people is speaking of. All right, fuck vocab Malone. And yo, we can all be graded in. No, you can't. An apple and an orange will not be grafted into an olive tree. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? That ye be not partakers of her sins. Okay, come out of her. How do you come out of her? Mentally disconnecting. You see that timeline I showed you? Get off of that folly. Who gives a fuck where Kevin Durant goes right now? Or if even Kevin Durant plays another game? Who gives a fuck about a Kendrick Lamar Drake beef? Or if they sing another song? That should be the last thing from our mind right now. Okay? Focused on salvation and Yahweh Shai, learning Yahweh. Yah, he, Howah, exists. Yahweh Shai, Yah, he, Howah Shai, salvation. Learn that, okay? That ye be not partakers in her sins, and that ye not receive, and that ye receive not of her plagues. What's those plagues? The ICBMs, famine, high concentrated lasers, the sword of Esau. All of these things are going to take place. And ultimately, do I have it? Nope, I brought it down. This place is going to be dissolved, okay? Made a memorial forever, all right? That's those plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Bashim Shai have remembered her iniquities, okay? When we was given the sins, he's still been taking count of all of the wickedness that these other nations have done. He just didn't give them laws, statutes, and commandments. He's just going to finish them. He didn't give these nations the opportunity to repent. He never designed them for that. Okay? Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled, feel to her double. Now, why would you want to be going hand in hand with that? Why would you want to be a partaker of that? Wouldn't you want to get far away from anybody that you see in that type of trouble? Just imagine. You see a speeding car coming down the street about to run into a brick wall. You still gonna be standing there? Okay. You know, somebody in the neighborhood don't rob 5 houses and they everybody looking for them. You still gonna be walking down the street with them? No, you want to get far away from that activity. Okay. But our people, we still locked and engaging, thinking that there's a reward coming on the other side of living here in spiritual Babylon and acting like a Babylonian. So once again, this has been Look at Them. Look at the people who are informed on what's going on and the condition that this world is. And then look at you, Jay, still worried about the next event, the next fun, and what we can do and who gonna do this on the basketball court or on the rap stage. Man, you better wake up. I pray that this has been edifying. Shalom.